Hi, welcome to Storm Reads, and today I'm just going to give you a rundown on some of the books that I'm anticipating for third quarter. So these are for July, August, and September. There's quite a few books that I would love to get my hands on, so I've just kind of picked 6 books from each month. Um, they're not in publication date order. I've just, when I found them, I wrote them down, and then so they're not in too much of an order of any kind. Um, but I do have middle grade, um, some young adult, I think, mysteries, thriller, maybe one fantasy, I think. But mostly it's stuff that is kind of mystery-ish, I guess you could say. And so, since I do have a lot, I'm trying not to ramble on too much about them. I don't know a whole lot about them. I've only read the synopsis like once. I did make some notes and I wrote down a few things about them so that maybe I could tell you a little bit about what they're about. So here we go. The first one is The Miraculous by Jess Redman. And this one is about an 11-year-old boy named Wonder who believes in miracles. He's like a miracleologist, I guess. And he has a journal that he writes all the miracles that he witnesses, and he calls it The Miraculous. And then one day, he loses his faith in miracles when his baby, I think it was a baby sister, yeah, his newborn baby sister dies after 8 days. And he thinks if something like that can happen, then there's no such thing as miracles. And so he stops believing. And then he meets Faye, a cape-wearing, outspoken girl. And together they find an abandoned house and encounter a witch. And they have adventures of some sort. And I'm going to guess that he's going to start believing in miracles again. And this just sounded like it was going to be kind of cute, kind of a magical realism kind of thing. And I just thought it might be cute. And then the next one is called The Rise of Sombart. And this one just sounded like super cute and up my alley. It's about a zombie cat. And it's a mystery. That's why it's on here. It's a mystery about a strange cat. And Millie finds the cat while helping her friend film his latest horror flick. And then she takes the cat home with her, and then Bert is leaving her headless critters on her for gifts, I guess. Some birds and mice, and her friend Danny thinks that the cat's a zombie, but of course there's going to be something else that's going on. But it just looked really cute, and I can't wait. Oh, and I forgot to tell you that The Miraculous comes out July 30th, and this one comes out July 14th. And then the next one is The Mysterious Messenger by Gilbert Ford. And this one is also about an 11-year-old. Her name is Maria, and her mother is kind of a pseudo-psychic con artist. But Maria can actually talk to ghosts, and she can communicate with the dead. Her only friend is a ghost named Edward, and soon she is wrapped up in an epic journey involving some kind of treasure that Edward knows something about, or something like that, and it just sounded like it was going to be really cute. This one comes out on July 21st, and then that's all the middle grade I have for July, and the next one is Cozy Mystery called Tea and Treachery by Vicki Delaney, and I'm a big fan of Vicki Delaney, and so I'm glad to see that she has a new series coming out. This one comes out July 28th, and it's part of the Tea by the Sea mystery series, and it's about a New York expat turned Cape Cod tea shop owner must solve the murder of a local real estate developer to help her feisty aunt out of a jam, I think, or something like that. I can't read my own writing. But anyway, she has to help somebody that she knows get out of a jam. So this one looks like it's going to be cute, and I just love the cover. And then the next one is The Shadow Bird by Anne Gosselin. A lot of people I've never heard of before, but they've got good books coming out. And this one is a It's a mystery. It's about Aaron, who's asked to evaluate a case of a man who murdered his mother and sisters at the age of 17. He was found not guilty by reason of insanity and is being held at a maximum security psychiatric facility for 27 years. Aaron was about to refuse the case, and then some memories trigger something, and then she thinks that they may have the wrong man. So this one sounds like it's going to be really good. Trying to go through these fast because I don't want to be on here very long, but The Survivor's Song by Paul Tremblay. I've never read a Paul Tremblay before, and I'm kind of curious and want to give him a go. And this one sounds perfect for this time. And it comes out on July 7th, but it's about I never can say this. In Massachusetts, can't say it. Is overrun by a rabies-like virus that spreads by saliva, has a short incubation period, so it spreads fast, turning people into zombie-like creatures. There's a pregnant lady, and she tries to get her friend to get her to the hospital because she's been bit, and it's kind of, I guess, a race against time since it's got a short incubation period, and she wants to get her to the hospital, and so see if she gets there. Don't know. That sounds good. And I don't know if I said, but that one comes out July 7th. And then that's all the ones I'm going to talk about for July. And we're rolling right into August. And for August, we have some more middle grade. The Secret Notebook by D.A. Ariello. I probably butchered that. It's real small in there, and I can't really tell what it says. Anyway. This one is another mystery type middle grade. It's got Riley Green is certain her lie detector pin will improve her status in the school for some kids that are with powerful families, but her plan collapses when her idea is stolen. Her favorite teacher goes missing, and before going missing, the teacher entrusted her with her prized possession, which was the lost notebook of Nikola Tesla. Sorry about that. It's getting a glare. And so this sounds like it's going to be a super cute and fun mystery. And then I just love the cover of this one. I have a Dog Friendly Town by Josephine Cameron. And this one is about a 12-year-old Epic McDade who isn't ready for middle school. He'd rather help out on his family's dog-friendly bread and breakfast all summer, or still attend his alternative elementary school where he feels safe. The things change when the town is named the #1 dog-friendly town, and everyone comes to town, and the B&B gets busy, and that's really good for his family, except for when a famous dog's jewel-encrusted collar gets stolen, and so he's gonna have to figure out what happened there. Sounds super cute. And then the next one is a young adult, and I think it's kind of a fantasy, and it's called Prelude for Lost Souls by Hellena Dunbar. And this one is about in Saint Hilaire, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Most make their living by talking to the dead, and Deck has had enough since his parents died. He doesn't want anything to do with it, and so he wants to leave town. But his friend is really good and a pretty good medium and everything. But then I guess he's trying to leave, and a train breaks down just outside of town, and it looks like maybe something doesn't want him to leave, and so I'm kind of curious to find out, and this cover is really kind of cool. Look at that. And then I have Chili Cauldron Curse by Lynn Cahoon. This is another one of my favorite cozy mystery authors, and this is I think a kitchen witch novelist, so it's kind of a short one, but I'm really excited about it. And I forgot to say when these other ones come out. This one comes out August 25th. I'll just have to put it down there so you guys can see it. But this is about Mia Malone's grandmother Mia Malone's grandmother asked her to take time off from her restaurant and come and come to Magic Springs. Her grandmother is a witch, and so life there is never boring. And then Dorian is killed, and he's a warlock, but he's also her grand's new beau. And Mia has to figure out what happens because her grandmother is a prime suspect. And so it sounds like it's going to be really good. Then the next one is, if I can find it, a horror type novel called It Will Just Be Us by Joe Kaplan. And this one's about Sam's ancestral home's a decaying mansion, and it isn't a place for children. And then there seems to be some ghosts there, and her sister moves in who's pregnant, and it seems like as soon as she moves in, some things kind of ramp up because she's pregnant, and a faceless boy ghost starts being kind of evil. And so I'm really curious about that one, and the cover is like really creepy cool. And this one comes out August 11th. Clowns in the Cornfield by Adam Cesar. This one sounds like it's going to be really cool. It's when a small town torn between tradition and progress reaches a breaking point, a group of teenagers find themselves fighting for their lives against a homicidal clown determined to save the town from their greatest threat, them. So this clown evidently, it's hot in here, does not like teens and does not want to progress. It wants to stay traditional, I guess. And it looks really cool. And this one comes out August 25th. And that's all the ones for August. And so we're running into September. And with September, I have some more middle grade. This one looks super cute. This one's called Endangered. And it's by Felipe Casto and Austin Oslan. I don't know, probably just butchered that. Anyway, it's about some animals who decide to take fate into their own paws. They're super cute. And it's about a polar bear, a pangolin, a narwhal, and an orangutan. And they're kind of like an A-team, and they think that, since humans have messed things up, they're going to do it, and so they're going to save the world, I guess, and I'm kind of curious to see what happens. And then the next one is The Language of Ghost by Heather Fawcett, and look at this cover. It is super cool. I love it. And this one is comes out September 8th, and it's a middle grade fantasy adventure about a trio of royal siblings who unlock a long-forgotten magical language in their bid to reclaim their stolen throne. And her brother has a dark, powerful magic that the older girl, I didn't write their names down, has to try and make sure that he doesn't do anything too bad while they're trying to reclaim their throne. And it just sounds like it's going to be kind of cool. Whispering Pines by Heidi Lang and Katie Kowalski. Yeah, butchered that, but there we go. And this one is Stranger Things meets the X-Files in an eerie, heart-pounding middle grade adventure about a young boy and girl who must protect their small town from otherworldly threats that want to destroy it. And so I'm all for that, and I like the cover. It's pretty cool. I don't know if you can see it, but there is a creepy hand on him, and his eye is doing something weird. Then the next one is The Ghost Tree by Christina Henry, and it's about people that go missing in a sleepy town, the Smith's Hollow, and the only clue to their fate comes when a teenager starts having terrifying visions. And yeah, it just looks super creepy cover, and I'm kind of hit and miss with Christina Henry, but I'm hoping this one's going to be really good. And we have a historical mystery. I love this series. This is Murder at Queen's Landing by Andrea Penrose. This is number 4 in the Rexford and Sloane series. And this one is about a murder of a shipping clerk and a strange disappearance of trusted friends, rumors of corruption within the powerful East India Company, and it all adds up to a dark mystery entangling Lady Charlotte and the Earl of Rexford in a dangerous web of secrets, lies that will call into question how much you really know about the people you hold dear and each other. And so I'm all for this, and I just love the color of this. It's kind of got this gray with kind of a purpley pink cover, and it's really cool. Then the last book I have, oh, and that one came out September 29th. I'm really bad, sorry about telling you when they come out. But, see, the last one I have is Misfits by Hunter Shea. And this one is set during the 90s grunge era. And then you add in some teens, woods, and Legend of the Melonheads. And I am all for it. I love Hunter Shea. He's one of my favorite go-to, like, horror authors. I'll always try his. I've had a few that I didn't care for too much, but I will always try his because I've always really liked them. And I'm really curious about what he did with the Melonhead kind of urban legend. And so there you have it. That is everything that I have for you today. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.